Everybody gather, everybody gather, everybody gather. We have so much to talk about. Everybody gather. I know I've been away. 2 weeks. 2 long, hard weeks. And I wanted to come on YouTube, but I just couldn't. 2 long weeks. I was in Houston for 1 week, and I was in Atlanta for the Premier League Summer Series, doing some work with EA. I was busy. You gotta let me get my money too. But now we're back. We're back to the grind. And I'm excited for it. There's so much that's going on. There's so much happening. Listen, I'll talk maybe about Man United versus Everton preseason game later. But right now, we are here to talk about Benjamin Sesko. Offer has been put in for Benjamin Sesko from Manchester United. The Ornstein bomber dropped as soon as I landed in the country. Guys, I've just dropped my suitcase now. And I've jumped into the booth. Benjamin Sesko, the bomber, landed as soon as my plane landed. I was like, thank God it was that type of bomb. Thank God it was the Ornstein bomb. You know what I'm saying? So guys, listen. First and foremost, like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. Let's get to 40k. The responses on the videos and my other videos have been insane. But right now, let's talk about Benjamin Sesko. Now listen, before all the excitement, before all the buzz and the gas and the breakdown and the details, I saw the offer for Benjamin Sesko is 75 million euros plus 10 million in add-ons, which make it a 85 million euro package. And I'm sorry, it just reminded me of somebody. I think I've got deja vu. I have seen this before for a 20-something-year-old. 75 million euros, 10 million added on. Reminds me of Rasmus Højlund. Has lightning struck twice? Hold on, guys. Have we got to be wary? Genuinely, have we got to be wary? Them figures, when I saw that figure, I was like, it sent shivers down my spine. I couldn't believe it. Can we add an extra 2 million? Put 2 million on top of that. Just to break the jinx. Put 2 million on top of that. Because, yo, we're signing a 6 foot plus young up and coming striker. Unproven to the masses, really. For the same fee. Kind of spooky. I'm not gonna lie. Just add a little 2. Put extra 2 on that. Give him 2 more. Just give him 2 more. Yo, that scared me. Newcastle put a 90 million package for him. Now, listen, guys, that is unbelievable fees. For a player, once again, we are in the same position right now, people, where once again, we are basically buying potential. Because the reality is, we are not buying... Benjamin Sesko is not an 85 million euro player as of 2025. Now, can he potentially become that? Yes. Now, listen, fees in football now are ridiculous. So I'm not going to spend too long talking about the fee because look at the fees that people have been going for. People that have no Champions League experience. People that haven't really done much in the game. They're going for so much money. They haven't done much international. They're going internationally. They're going for so much money. Right? So I'm not going to necessarily talk about the fee, but it is a case of buying potential. It is a case of buying potential. That is what Benjamin Sesko is. And does he have potential? When I look at Benjamin Sesko, I think of a player who his profile is rare. His profile, I'm not saying it's not a Haaland profile because Haaland is, for me, a generational striker. You know, a generational striker. But if you're looking at someone that's 6'5", which he is, 6'5", he can score off both feet. He's so athletic. He can jump so high in the air. He's quick. You're looking at a unique profile. We've seen these profiles come along. You look at, as I said, Erling Haaland, but Haaland's instinctiveness of goal scoring is just on another level to anybody. It's just on another level. So I'm not going to compare them. But you look at what he has, his attributes, his profile, which is the big word these days, profile. His profile is unique. It is quite a rare profile. Now, does that mean he's going to be a certain hit? I'm not going to say that. And there's going to be reasons why I'm going to go into why I think it's good and why I think it's bad. One of the reasons why I think it's good is because, honestly, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's something for us to look forward to every game. We're going to be learning about Benjamin Sesko every game because I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the most well-versed on him. I see his videos. I've seen a few games of him, and I see a highly talented football player. But do I see a player that's ready right now? That's another discussion. That's another thing that we have to think about. And that's where you think about Manchester United. Does it make sense to sign potential? Should you be signing someone that's a bit more proven, a little bit more experienced, somebody that knows how to handle themselves, somebody that knows their game already? Because when I look at Cesco, I look at somebody that has bags of ability, but does he necessarily know his game right now? Is he excellent at hold-up? I wouldn't say necessarily. Is he mad instinctive finisher? I wouldn't say. Is he a fox in the box? I wouldn't say. So he is somebody for me that is still having to figure out what his game is. And that's going to take a coach to develop him in the way that they see him. Because right now, when you look at Benjamin Sesko, you look at his goals. He scores great goals. But you look at somebody, my favourite striker at Man United ever. Well, it's tough between Rooney and Van Nistelrooy. But the guy that got me into the game, Van Nistelrooy. Bro, he didn't score great goals, but he scored a lot of goals. And Benjamin Sesko, when I look at him, what's that term? He's a scorer of great goals, not a great scorer of goals, or something like that. And that's what it looks like for me right now. This guy will hit a left foot volley out the sky and it'll go bins. This guy will smash the ball from 30 yards and it'll go bins. This guy will run past 2-3 and bang it bottom corner. But then there's not enough sniffing them out goals. It's not Erling Haaland. You look at the numbers contrast. Erling Haaland was scoring 40 goals in the league and stuff for Dortmund. It's a different level. However, the potential that this guy has, I do think, is very high. But potential means nothing if it isn't achieved. Now, are Manchester United the best football club to get? Are we the best football club to get it out of him? I don't know. I'm not sure. After watching the Everton game live in the flesh again with a more of an optimistic mind going to the season, because I know Cunha started, I know Mbeumo's starting, I'm thinking, okay, I didn't look at a team there that I thought a striker changes this. I looked at this team and I said, a midfielder changes this. And the midfield does change this. Not too much, because I do think under this Amorim system, I think with Amorim, I'm not convinced at all. But I look at a team and I think, wow, we still don't build up the ball well. We still don't. Everything has to be inch perfect. No room for error. We don't have that natural kind of, it doesn't feel natural. It feels very forced. So I look at it and I think I need some dynamic centre midfielders. I need a midfielder that's comfortable getting on the ball in all phases and has the confidence to do it. Because I think Kobe can, but I don't know if he has the confidence at the moment to do it. So when I look here and I'm seeing that we're spending this on a striker, I'm like, are we going to get the best out of him? Because unless we're building up the play well, unless we're creating chances, we don't cross the ball as a team, rarely. How are we going to get this guy in the best position to score goals? And as I said, he'll give you probably a get the ball, bring it down, bang, top bins. He'll probably give you that 2, 3, 4 times this season. He looks like someone that can create his own goal. He, as they say in basketball, create his own shot. He can create his own shot. However, we need somebody that we need to be creating chances for him to sniff out. I don't know if Manchester United are that type of team. I remember 2 years ago, he said that he wasn't confident about going to Arsenal because he didn't want to battle with Kai Havertz. And 2 years later, he's going to be Manchester United potentially up to £85 million signing. Well, euro signing. It's a big jump. It's a very, very big jump. But as I said, when you're looking at him as a profile, he finishes off, but he has got goals off both feet. He is an aerial threat. He scores headers. He's huge. He's fast. He seems like a very confident guy as well. Very kind of self-belief. But guys, the way I see it, you could either be a Zlatan or you could be a Skamaka. Sesko, the choice is yours. Because I remember the way people were talking about Skamaka. Same thing. All these tats. 6 foot this. Can shoot off both feet. Aerial. Techie. And he came in the Premier League and stunk. So realistically, you could either be a Skamaka or a Zlatan. Now, Zlatan is a God gift. He's one of the best talents I've ever seen in football. So that's very harsh. But you're looking at someone, and I saw that he said that Zlatan is an inspiration to him. Why wouldn't you be? You've got the frame, you've got the kind of same vibe as him. But obviously Zlatan technically, I think, is just on another level. But you could either be that, or you could be Skamaka. Skamaka came Prem, flopped. I ain't seen him since. Someone told me that he's with the Italian mob right now. He's fulfilling John Gotti's legacy. I don't know. I ain't seen him since. So you can either be that, like that kind of, and knowing Manchester United, he's probably leaning more towards the Skamaka side of things. But I'm not even going to go into that too much. So as I said, the positive is Man United are active. Now listen, I'll be honest with you guys. If Manchester United signed Cunha and Mbeumo and Sesko after the attack scored about 40 goals, we haven't broken 60 goals since Oli. I will have to say well done to Ineos in terms of they put their money where their mouth is. They revamped the attack. Yeah, I have to. You have to give them a bit of applause for that. Now, is the job finished? No. We need a centre mid. We need a right wing back. We need a goalkeeper. Definitely. But in terms of, we think that the attack is your weakest area and we're going to address it. Fair enough. Not everything is going to be done in one window, unfortunately. As much as we want it to be, not everything is going to be done in one window. Not everything. We still haven't sold a player. Officially sold a player. So there's elements of this that is going to probably require patience. Now, my only thing is, I'm tired of signing players and I say, you got to give them time, because I'm going to give them time. I gave Hoyland time. I'm going to give Cesco time. But that's why I'm more favored towards like Ollie Watkins, who I felt like will just come in. I don't need to give you time. Same with Cunha and Mbeumo. You guys think I'm going to be sitting here saying give Cunha and Mbeumo time? I'm sorry, bros. Mbeumo, Cunha, I need instant impact. And that's how I would have been with Ollie Watkins. Instant impact. Give it to me now. Pause. But with Sesko, we're going to have to see. Now, does Cunha and Mbeumo help? Their presence, is that going to help, a young guy like him? Them two are in their prime. Can it just take the pressure off him? Not so much like you look at Ekitike. I don't think he has any pressure on him. He's got Mo Salah next to him. Salah's going to score 30 goals. Salah's going to score 30 goals. But not saying that Mbeumo and Cunha can do that, or going to do that, but they're going to have to still be the prominent ones while this guy settles in, if he comes to Manchester United. If he comes to Manchester United, because I know Newcastle put a higher offer and they're speaking to him, and right now he's doing I might he's flirting with two people, bruv. He's flirting with two. He's double date. He's double booked. One of us are trying to say, yo, come for drinks. The other one is saying, come for dinner. Which one do you prefer? You want drinks or you want dinner? What do you want, Cesco? Because he's got to make his mind up there. I do believe we wouldn't have made a bid unless we got a green light from him. So I'm confident that maybe we can get him. I'm confident. But do you know what? The Premier League need to be giving Manchester United. The Premier League need to go to Manchester United. The rest of the teams, I'm talking about every other team in the Premier League except one. They need to come to Manchester United and rub our shoulders. They need to rub our shoulders and say, thank you. Thank you. Because we're doing the Lord's work. Because if Manchester United gets Sesko, that should, now I'm saying should, very smallly, that should put an end to Isak to Liverpool. Sometimes somebody has to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. I just come off the flight. I watched Avengers Endgame. Scarlett Johansson, whatever she does, to get the Soul Stone. She had to sacrifice herself. And that's what we're doing. Whether it's overpriced or not, we're doing it for the greater good. This is for the rest of the Avengers. We will jump off the cliff. We will sacrifice our soul for the Soul Stone. Now, can you guys finish the job? Knock them out. Can you? Wait, who's the Iron Man? Hey, Maresca, click that finger. We're collecting the stones. We're doing a job for everybody. What did Goku say? Give me your energy. Guys, I need your energy. Everybody put your hands in the air. Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Spurs, Fulham, Brighton, Villa, everybody. Give us your energy, bro. We're doing this for the greater good. I see Ekatike running down the left doing one step over, squaring it to Salah finishing it like it's food and drink. And then you want to add Isak. Listen, that's a whole nother video. But Benjamin Sesko, back to him. I would have had Watkins as my first choice. I would have probably even had someone like Mateta. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I know I'm looking at Twitter reactions. Some people are happy, some people are not. But guys, it is kind of interesting, man. Like, let's not lie. Like, if we look into it, it will be kind of interesting to see Cunha and Bremu and Sesko. Each week, one game a week, we will be looking at it and just be kind of like, I want to be entertained. I'm interested. And that was a debate that I was having with my boys in my group chat. So they're saying Watkins wouldn't fill them with excitement. It doesn't feel ambitious. And I'm like, results don't have to be exciting. We need results. That's how I see Watkins, someone that can help us get results. But I do understand that, listen, just a little bit of excitement of seeing if someone with Cesco's ability and potential can achieve it. It's meant to be a new era. It's meant to be a more calculated Manchester United. It will be interesting. But I'm not going to lie, Sesko, you need to score more than 16 goals because that's what Rasmus Højlund got in his first season. That is what Rasmus Højlund got in his first season. But honestly, if you turn around and said to me at the end of the season, after we finished 15th, that Manchester United's front three will be Benjamin Sesko, Cunha and Mbeumo, I would have said, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what we got next season. Over to you, Ruben Amorim. Now he must deliver. Over to you. So let's see what happens, guys. Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, turn notifications on. What do you think about the signing of Benjamin Sesko, if it happens? Because I actually think they might try and reject it because Newcastle offered more and then it's going to get all techie. I just seen Fabrizio just said, Man United are in direct contact with Leipzig to discuss it. Newcastle want final answer from club player. United internally feel like they have Sesko's preference. No official decision yet. I mean, let's see. Let's see what happens. But guys, as I said, like, share, subscribe. I'm back. Let's get to 40k. I can't wait for the season to start. So much things to do, man. Guys, I've enjoyed being back. Let me know in the comments what you think about this signing. Is this a waste of money? Is this a good signing? Should you be scared? Is this a Ineos? Are you mad? Is this a Ineos? Are you mad? Pinch me. Pinch me. Is it one of them ones? Or is it, I saw Liaz make a great tweet talking about Man United's first choice and Arsenal's first choice are going to be playing for different teams. And I saw somebody reply with a Lukaku and Morata meme, and that is hilarious. That is hilarious. That's like a Sanchez and a Mkhitaryan. Who's going to win? Who's going to win that battle? Who is going to win that battle? But let's see, man. Let's see what happens, people. CultureCams, I'm out. Peace.